What's up guys, Rick here for Sharp Productions, and today we are back with episode 3 of our Buildatnight series here. And in the last episode I constructed this structure here, so if you missed that episode go ahead and check that video out. But today we were going to do the interior. Now, I already recorded an episode, but for some reason I did about 12 hours of recording as I built all this. But the recording file corrupted. So we're starting off from here, which is what I have built is the elevator, pretty much. I did all the wiring. I made a super compact version of the elevator that I have for the mansion that I showed off in that first episode. And I am planning on doing a tutorial on this, so look on later this week for that tutorial. Hopefully I'll get that out. For the most part, this works very simply. The elevator isn't down here, which means these doors are closed. I just removed the block so you can see. So if we cover these up, we can press this call button. We hear a little chime, and if we wait a bit, we'll start hearing the elevator coming down. So you hear the little sound. Oh, you know what? I should make that out of sea lanterns. Hold on. So now, if we hop inside this little elevator chamber, we press the button. We'll start going up. So this is only a 2-floor elevator, which means you can only go from one floor to another. There isn't really like a floor selector system or anything fancy like that. However, that's all I really wanted. I wanted to be able to go from the lobby all the way up to as high as I could go. And then from here, I'm going to make a staircase going the rest of the ways up, because we wouldn't have enough room on higher floors to make to fit all the wiring in. So like on this floor, I wouldn't be able to fit all the wiring above here. So we're just going to have stairs the rest of the way up, which I think is much better than obviously climbing up 6 flights of stairs. And this, unfortunately, this has to be here. There really is no way to compact this. I can actually probably replace some of these with wood though. However, this has to stay here. This is all the minimum that has to stick out of the top floor, but I'm probably going to cover this with some sort of table or something decorative and nice so it's not too noticeable. And then right up here is where I'm going to put my office. So we're going to go ahead, and I just finished all the wiring for the elevator, so the elevator completely works. It has a call button on the top floor and a call button on the bottom floor. And the elevator shafts actually are going to follow this pattern of leaves and these observer towers, which function as the call mechanisms, and I'm going to actually cover them with trapdoors to hide them even better. And yeah, I mean that's pretty much where I'm at with this. I'm going to go ahead and finish that up, and then we'll cut to that when I'm done. So I just went ahead and cleaned up the area around here on the bottom floors. You can see all the wiring was exposed and there are holes in the floor and such, and I cleaned it up so you can walk around it. It's really nice. You have the front desk here. I put some gray concrete to outline the door, some glass here to kind of round the corner. I feel like a stained glass stained glass panes at least make really good for modern builds to round corners. I don't know, I like the way it looks. It kind of brings the build together really well. That's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna make this floor the elevator arrives in. It's gonna be the boardroom, the meeting room of course. And I came up with this nice design for kind of the entrance, so we have like glass doors obviously. However, I'm gonna need to make a staircase. Even though the elevator functions and goes all the way up to this floor, I'm going to have to make a staircase to this floor anyways, just in case anybody does decide to walk up the stairs, or in case the elevator breaks. And I don't really have room, or I can't think of how to put a staircase going up to this floor, because the majority of the floor is taken up by the boardroom here. And then back here is going to be like a little, I don't know, just a little lobby, I guess, for just sitting and waiting and staring out into the abyss, I guess. But this is an issue. I'm trying to figure out how I can fit another staircase. I mean, I guess I could make one going this way, but it would collide with this, so I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just have to do some rearranging here. So if you don't already know, I'm a pretty big fan of the Hermitcraft series. That's where I get a lot of my inspiration from. And I'm actually taking a page out of Mumbo's book here. If you guys don't know who Mumbo Jumbo is, he is a big redstone YouTuber. And essentially, something he likes to do is showcase his redstone. The idea that redstone actually isn't ugly and really shouldn't hide it. Now I thought about this idea just now, and I kind of like the way it looks showing off your redstone rather than hiding it. So if I get this door to What the hell? I want the doorknob on the right side. Wait. Okay, no. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alright. I am picky. Alright. So, I decided to open up this wall here, and I'm replacing it with some light stained glass panes. And this is going to be where the meeting room is, so I'm going to have a nice board table here. And we're going to have a nice view of the elevator workings, and I'm also going to do that around here. So oop, not that color. And I'm breaking everything. Oh no! I added a chandelier, like I said I would, in this corner here, made up of some white glass panes, glass blocks, some end rods, a diamond block, and a sea lantern, and I think it looks very, very nice. So after doing a little bit of work here on the floor below my office here, this is the one right below my office, I'll show you guys that in a bit, I decided to go with like a little kind of indoor fire pit design with these trapdoors and a little exhaust up here. So kind of a lounge area, but this table, I was going to make it like a kind of gambling-ish table. This is what's concealing the redstone for the elevator, so it kind of has to be here, but it's really big and it's a really big eyesore, so I'm going to try and follow the same theme that I did down here in the boardroom, where I just kind of show my redstone. So I'm just going to try and make like a, I don't know, like a display case almost, in order to hold this kind of module instead of kind of covering it up with a big kind of table that's in the way. So after some tinkering around, I decided to go with this fish tank design where I lined the bottom here with stained glass instead of the disgusting table design that I had here before. It was really big and obtrusive. And although this is almost equally as big and obtrusive, at least it has kind of a focal point to the room and it's actually pleasant to look at. And it kind of fits the design. I wanted to put an aquarium somewhere in this enormous build. I just didn't know where, and I'm actually kind of glad I was able to incorporate it. And it is a bit risky with putting water over such sensitive redstone, but I think it looks really nice. I think it turned out really nice. Alright guys, so I've been at this for quite some time now. A brief overview of what I did. I added kind of a private suite here, so this is where my bed, a little bit of storage, an ender chest is, and like a private lounge, I guess you could say. I did move that fire display that I showed earlier, I moved it over here so I could make room for this suite. And then down here, I finished up the boardroom, so you can see we have the board tables with the two board chairs. We have our elevator decorated here. I haven't added anything back here, although I did add some glass windows on the sides here for viewing the redstone. If we go down another floor, I love this area especially. I did a lot of work on this area. I added a security office, which is actually what we're going to be focusing on next episode. We're going to be focusing on security and something else, and I'll get into that at the end of the video. And I added this maintenance workshop, which this is kind of where I'm going to store pretty much everything that I need for the tower, as well as, you know, we have all the crafting things that we need, grindstones, anvils, crafting tables, masonries, things like that, barrels, as well as ender chest. In this office here, this is going to be my secretary's office, and I'm going to let her go ahead and decorate it the way she wants to, but I'm probably going to actually move this door onto the side here because it fits nicer. The security office, I'm going to keep that secret for now. This is going to be a little secret project until the next video, so if you guys want to see what that is about, that's going to be a huge addition that we're going to add in the next episode. Well, I would go ahead and subscribe now so you guys aren't missing when that video comes out. And then down here, we have a couple other plans. I'm planning on making this like a cubicle office space, so we're going to have tons of kind of an office space for cubicles. I'm going to make a super smelter on this floor, and on this floor here I'm going to add a cafe. So as soon as you go up from the lobby, you have like a little cafe where I'm going to sell some food products and stuff like that. We're going to have our smeltery and then our floor here with cubicles. So I think that's going to be really nice. But that's pretty much it for this episode. I'm sorry I've taken so long to get this episode out, but if you guys do want to see episode 4, we are going to be focusing on our security system. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to show our offices. Hold on. So this is my office. I did not show off my office. So we basically have a nice overview of our chandelier here that goes down to that floor below us, which I really, really love. Some potted plants, as well as my desk with some iron trapdoors, a banner, a wool block, and some other things like that. We also have my ender chest here tucked under the desk with my laptop, a little lectern here for me to write down some notes, and we have a super secret piece of paper with all of our company ideas on it. And yeah, and then we have our guest chair here to sit and look at the man in charge, which would be me, of course. And I also have a nice seat cushion here. So a lot of attention to detail that I put in. We also put in some ceiling lights. I decided to cover all the lights in the building with iron trapdoors. And it is very expensive. However, I think it looks a lot nicer. It looks more industrial-like. So that's what I'm kind of going with for that. We also have this porch area with an umbrella. And actually on that top deck, I haven't put anything there yet, but we will do that eventually. Anyways, if you guys did like this episode, make sure you subscribe and check out the next episode. We're going to be focusing on security for the building. We're going to do a huge overhaul on that security office. We're going to add in some security features, and you're going to see what I mean by security features in the next episode, as well as a couple other small things to kind of finish up the build. We're going to finish up that cafe. We're going to finish up the super sponsor and all that stuff. So if you guys are excited to see that, make sure you subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions for anything. I'm always open to suggestions. And anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.